Welcome to the House of Wisdom. Here, you can enjoy the essence of great books and learn valuable lessons without spending hours reading. Whether you're driving, training, or multitasking, the House of Wisdom brings engaging audiobook summaries right to you. Sit back, relax, and let us share the wisdom of books in a way that fits perfectly into your busy lifestyle. Last time, we explored the first part of the magnificent book Atomic Habits by James Clear and gained valuable insights. Today, we're diving into the second part to uncover even more powerful strategies for building good habits and breaking bad ones. The third law. Make it easy. Walk slowly but never backward. Forming a habit is a process where a behavior, through repetition, becomes an automatic reflex. Habit formation brings about clear physical changes in the brain. For instance, the cerebellum, a region associated with motor skills, tends to be larger in musicians compared to non-musicians. This growth occurs due to repeated activation of neural circuits during practice. The time it takes to form a habit is less important than the frequency of the behavior. Whether you repeat an action twice in 40 days or 200 times, what truly matters is consistency. Repetition solidifies the neural pathways associated with a habit, making it automatic over time. To create a sustainable habit, focus on consistency rather than scale. Start small and manageable. For example, if you want to begin exercising, commit to just a few minutes a day instead of an hour-long session. As the habit becomes ingrained, you can gradually increase the intensity or duration. The secret to success lies in reducing friction. By simplifying the process and breaking the habit into smaller, achievable steps, you make it easier to get started and stick with it. The goal is to make the habit so easy that you can't say no. Progress may feel slow, but the direction matters more than the speed. As long as you're moving forward, no matter how small the steps, you're on the right track. Over time, these consistent small actions will lead to significant and lasting changes. The law of least effort. Energy is precious, and our brains are wired to conserve it whenever possible. This is why humans naturally gravitate toward the path of least resistance, a principle known as the law of least effort. When presented with two similar options, we are more likely to choose the one that requires less energy. Every action consumes energy, and the more effort an activity demands, the less likely we are to follow through. In essence, every habit is an obstacle between you and your desired outcome. For example, dieting is the barrier to achieving fitness, and meditation is the effort required to gain peace of mind. People don't necessarily enjoy the habit itself, they are motivated by the outcome it produces. So, how do some individuals achieve challenging goals despite this natural tendency? The answer lies in reducing the friction of good habits and increasing the friction of bad ones. By making positive actions easier and negative ones harder, you naturally conserve energy and stay on track. Examples of applying the law of least effort. 1. Good habit friction reduction. Keep your workout clothes easily accessible and ready to wear. Prepare healthy meals in advance to eliminate the temptation of unhealthy options. Set your workspace up for focus by removing distractions in advance. 2. Bad habit friction increase. Store junk food in hard-to-reach places or don't buy it at all. Log out of social media accounts to make impulsive browsing less convenient. Keep your phone in another room during work or study sessions. By designing your environment to support your goals, you make good habits easier to adopt and bad habits harder to maintain. This strategy aligns with your brain's natural inclination to conserve energy while steering you toward long-term success. By taking small, intentional steps to reduce barriers, you can consistently follow through with positive behaviors, ultimately achieving your goals with less effort. How to stop procrastinating using the 2-minute rule. Starting something big can feel overwhelming, and our initial excitement often tempts us to take on too much at once. But this approach can lead to burnout or procrastination. Instead, a proven method to build habits effectively is the 2-minute rule. The rule is simple. When starting a new habit, scale it down so it takes less than 2 minutes to do. By breaking tasks into tiny, manageable actions, you make it easy to start and build momentum. How it works? Most habits can be simplified into a 2-minute version. Here are some examples. 1. Read before bed every night becomes, read 1 page before bed every night. 2. Do 30 minutes of yoga becomes, take out my yoga mat. 3. Go for a run after work becomes, put on my running shoes. The goal isn't to achieve perfection immediately but to make the first step effortless. By starting small, you overcome the resistance to beginning. The power of starting small. While reading 1 page or meditating for 1 minute might seem trivial, the true purpose of the 2-minute rule is to build consistency. It's not about how much you accomplish initially, it's about forming the habit of taking action. Once you've started, the momentum often carries you forward. For example, 1. 1 page turns into a chapter. 2. Taking out your yoga mat leads to a full workout. 3. Putting on running shoes gets you out the door. Combining the 2-minute rule with habit shaping. After establishing the habit with small steps, you can gradually increase the effort. Beginner stage. Focus on the 2-minute action, example, reading 1 page. Intermediate stage. Add more effort or time to the habit once it feels automatic. Expert stage. Build on the habit until it aligns with your ultimate goal. This method ensures sustainable progress without overwhelming yourself. Why it works. The 2-minute rule leverages the principle that action inspires motivation. By simply starting, you shift your mindset from procrastination to productivity. Over time, the habit becomes a natural part of your routine and, eventually, part of your identity. Start small, stay consistent, and let the ripple effect lead you to success. How to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. In the summer of 1830, Victor Hugo, the renowned French writer, faced a challenging situation. He was severely behind on a book promised to his publisher a year earlier. Distracted by other projects, he failed to meet his commitments. Frustrated, Hugo's publisher imposed a strict 6-month deadline, and Hugo came up with a creative solution. He instructed his assistant to take away all his clothes and lock them up, leaving him no choice but to stay indoors and focus on his writing. This extreme tactic worked, and Hugo completed The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 weeks ahead of the deadline. This example illustrates a powerful principle. To ensure success, make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. Here's how you can apply this principle to your life. 1. Remove temptations. Just as Hugo removed his clothes to avoid leaving home, eliminate items that encourage bad habits. For example, want to eat healthier? Clear your home of junk food. Want to reduce social media use? Log out of your accounts or delete the apps from your phone. By removing temptations, you create an environment where indulging in bad habits becomes less likely. 2. Increase friction for bad habits. Make it harder to engage in behaviors you want to avoid. You want to reduce social media use? Log out of your accounts or delete the apps from your phone. You want to avoid overspending online? Remove saved payment details from shopping sites. Increasing friction makes the process of indulging in bad habits inconvenient and less appealing. 3. Decrease friction for good habits. Make good habits as effortless as possible. Want to drink more water? Keep a water bottle within arm's reach. The easier it is to engage in a good habit, the more likely you are to follow through. 4. Create a positive environment. Your surroundings influence your behavior. Surround yourself with cues that encourage good habits. Want to read more? Place books where you can easily see and grab them. A supportive environment naturally nudges you toward good behaviors. 5. Make commitments publicly. Sharing your goals publicly adds accountability, making it harder to quit. 1. Join a group or tell friends about your goals to create a sense of responsibility. 2. Use accountability partners to check your progress regularly. By designing your environment and strategically removing barriers, you can make positive habits inevitable and bad habits nearly impossible. This approach ensures that you are consistently guided toward the behaviors that align with your goals, enabling long-term success. As Victor Hugo demonstrated, even drastic changes to your environment can lead to extraordinary results. The fourth law: make it satisfying. The cardinal rule of behavior change is simple. Behaviors that are satisfying are more likely to be repeated. This makes sense. Small pleasures signal to our brain, "This is good, do it again." For example, chewing gum used to be bland and flavorless, but when flavors were added in 1891, the experience became enjoyable, leading to its widespread popularity. If an experience isn't enjoyable, there's little motivation to repeat it. That's why this rule is crucial. Behaviors that are rewarded tend to stick, while those that feel like punishment are often avoided. However, this can be tricky because humans don't just seek satisfaction, we seek immediate satisfaction. Habits often yield outcomes over time, which can lead to surprising patterns. Bad habits typically provide instant pleasure but cause long-term harm. 2. Good habits, on the other hand, might feel challenging at first but lead to lasting benefits. Since we are wired to prefer immediate gratification, successful behavior change relies on making good habits instantly satisfying. Here's how you can do it. Keep a journal, chart, or habit tracker to mark your achievements. Seeing your progress provides a sense of accomplishment and immediate satisfaction. Set up a reward system. For example, treat yourself to a small indulgence after completing a workout or a challenging task. Create physical reminders of your progress. For instance, add a coin to a jar every time you complete a habit. Watching the jar fill up is both satisfying and motivating. Incorporate enjoyment into the habit itself. If you want to exercise, choose activities you genuinely enjoy, like dancing or playing a sport. By making good habits pleasurable and satisfying, you're more likely to stick with them. And when the process becomes enjoyable, positive habits naturally reinforce themselves, while negative ones start to fade away. How to stick with good habits. Benjamin Franklin, in his 20s, carried a small booklet every day to track his progress on 13 personal virtues. His goals included simple yet impactful principles, such as, lose no time, meaning to avoid wasting time and always do something useful. At the end of each day, he would review and record his progress. This practice, known as habit tracking, is a powerful tool for maintaining good habits. Habit tracking is effective because it incorporates multiple laws of behavior change. Writing down and reviewing your goals makes them clear and reinforces the behavior. Tracking your habits makes progress visible, which is one of the strongest forms of motivation. Crossing items off a list or seeing a record of progress is inherently rewarding. Habit tracking keeps you focused and motivated, helping you stick with your goals. Here's how to do it effectively. Record your habits in a dedicated journal or with a habit tracking app. A visual representation of your progress keeps you accountable. Define success for each habit. Clear, measurable goals help you understand what actions to take daily. Make it a routine to update your habit tracker daily. Consistency is key to building lasting habits. Acknowledge even the smallest achievements. Celebrating progress keeps you motivated to continue. Periodically assess your habit tracker to measure progress and make adjustments as needed. Reflecting on your journey keeps you aligned with your long-term goals. By integrating habit tracking into your routine, you create a reliable system that fosters accountability and satisfaction. This helps ensure that good habits stick, keeping you committed to your personal growth and long-term success. How an accountability partner can change everything. Just as we tend to repeat enjoyable experiences, we also avoid repeating painful ones. Pain, in many cases, is an effective teacher. If failure is painful, we're motivated to fix it. However, when failure has no immediate consequences, we're more likely to ignore it. The more immediate and costly the mistake, the faster we learn from it. For example, receiving a bad review may push an employee to improve their work. Extreme consequences can make people learn quickly, which is why having an accountability partner can be a game changer. Knowing that someone is watching keeps you motivated and on track. The potential consequences of disappointing someone important to you, whether it's your boss, mentor, or friend, create urgency and prevent procrastination. An accountability partner ensures you're always moving forward, helping you avoid delays and stay consistent. Here's how an accountability partner can make a big difference. Your partner offers quick feedback, helping you recognize mistakes and course correct faster. The desire not to disappoint your accountability partner keeps you motivated to stay committed to your goals. Regular check-ins with your partner help maintain consistent progress, which is key to developing lasting habits. Your accountability partner provides emotional support, keeping you positive and focused on your goals. They offer a candid assessment of your progress, helping you identify areas for improvement and celebrate successes along the way. To make the most of an accountability partnership, select someone you trust, respect, and who is committed to helping you succeed. Define your goals and how your partner can best support you in staying accountable. Make time for consistent check-ins to discuss progress and address any obstacles you're facing. Transparency is key. Be open about your progress, challenges, and struggles. By having an accountability partner, you create a system of external support and checks that help you stay on track and reach your goals more effectively. Advanced tactics. How to go from being merely good to truly great. When a habit becomes routine, it can feel boring. What once excited you and brought satisfaction now becomes just another part of your day. This boredom is one of the greatest challenges you'll face in habit formation. We get bored because our habits no longer provide the same level of satisfaction, and we often expect immediate results. However, if you only practice a habit when it excites you, consistency will falter, and great results won't follow. There will be days when you want to quit, but the key is to push through even when it feels boring, painful, or exhausting. This is what separates amateurs from professionals. Success is about doing what you do with passion, even when the initial excitement fades. Not all habits require constant improvement. For example, how you tie your shoes doesn't need frequent updates. However, mastering a skill demands focused, deliberate practice. Here's how to go from good to great. Understand that not every moment will be exciting. Embrace the monotony and keep pushing forward. True growth happens when you persist through boredom. Always seek small ways to improve your performance. Life changes constantly, and so should your habits and mindset. Avoid locking yourself into outdated patterns. Regularly evaluate your performance and identify areas for improvement. Avoid complacency and stay alert to the nuances of your habits. Engage in practice with the intent to improve. Focus on challenging areas that need work. This is how mastery is developed over time. Seek feedback, reflect on it, and adjust your approach. Understanding what works and what doesn't allows you to continually refine and improve. By incorporating these advanced tactics, you can push past the routine and excitement of your habits and continue to grow. This approach will not only help you become good but will guide you toward truly great results. Conclusion. Atomic Habits by James Clear offers a powerful guide for transforming our habits, presenting practical steps to make real changes in our lives. By following the 4 laws of behavior change, make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying, you can create an environment that nurtures positive habits while minimizing negative ones. One of the key takeaways is the importance of small, incremental changes. Often, we underestimate the impact of tiny improvements made consistently. These small gains compound over time, leading to significant transformations. The book also highlights the power of self-awareness, deliberate practice, and surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals to help us stay committed to our goals. Success is a result of small, consistent actions, not sudden breakthroughs. By focusing on the process and continuing to improve, we can unlock our full potential. Atomic Habits provides a blueprint for lasting change, showing that tiny, consistent actions can lead to extraordinary results. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear. We hope the ideas and strategies shared have inspired you to begin making small, positive changes in your life. Remember, it's the small, consistent actions that lead to significant transformations over time. By making your positive habits clear, enjoyable, simple, and rewarding, you can build a system that fosters continuous improvement and long-term success. If you found this summary valuable, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us create more content like this. Feel free to leave a comment below and share which habits you're planning to develop or change using the insights from Atomic Habits. Stay tuned for more summaries and valuable lessons from top personal development books. Keep focusing on progress over perfection, and watch as your consistent efforts turn into extraordinary results. Thank you, and take care.